Here we are at the Comix Asylum, and we're in Ubisoft Toronto, and we're bringing you a little bit of a preview of what's to come in Far Cry 5. Hi, my name is Solon Abita. I just wanted to know who you guys are today.
Hi, I'm Jean-Sebastien Decant. I'm the narrative director on Far Cry 5.
I'm Drew Holmes, I'm the lead writer.
All right, nice to meet you both. Now, in terms of, I know we covered briefly in the panel discussion that you don't want to shy away from certain topics, but are you guys worried about any sort of backlash due to the religious undertones of the actual game itself?
I mean, people are going to interpret the game as they want. I think that's art, entertainment. It's always subjective. So no matter what you make, you're going to have people that have strong opinions on that. And I think, you know, we made a choice with the characters and sort of the message of the game and the story that we wanted to tell, and we filled it with these rich characters that believe this, that the story I think is filled with shades of gray. There's a lot of points of introspection and reflection for the player that the cult is sort of putting upon the player. So I think that we made the game that we wanted to make, and we told the story that we set out to tell, and we're proud of it, and we stand behind that. And I think that I'm eager for people to play the game and understand, you know, what the game is about, and have and experience the world and have all the fun that Far Cry.
Okay. And in terms of gameplay, I know previous Far Cry games, like my favorite is Far Cry 4. Going forward in the game, we never were able to do campaign or campaign missions together, but we were always able to explore the world. Is that different in this Far Cry?
Yes.
Or?
Yes. The whole game is playable in co-op. So after the opening sort of prologue of the story, the setup, you're able to go in any direction in the world. It's a completely non-linear story, and you can play it with a friend the entire way through, and it just adds a whole new element of chaos to the Far Cry experience. That's so much fun. Like, it adds so much.
Without giving anything away, because there is still 2 weeks and 6 days, is there anything in particular you're proud of what's to come in the game that fans should be looking out for? You know,
a lot. I think I think the amount of characters that people are going to discover, that the way that the game world works now is that everything is fueled by exploration, discovery. You know, there's no mini map. You just have a compass. You're not climbing towers to find out everything in the world. You're having to really go out into the world, find people that have information, you know, about where people are, that have quests, about fishing spots, about outposts that can be taken. So your world and the opportunities are really being, you know, added to your map in a much more organic way. And I think the diverse amount of characters that you're going to meet, you know, we've shown off 2 regions out of the 3, and we've got somewhere close to 60 characters for you to discover, you know, in this world, and they all have very, very different personalities, and they're all very different. come from all sort of every spectrum of person that you could think to meet.
Just one more question. As a gamer myself, I got a chance to play the game out there. This whole organic experience that you guys were talking about, is that why you decided to get rid of the minimap altogether?
Yeah, it's a big part.
yes.
I think we spent a lot of time working with the artists to build a world that you felt was familiar, and in making sure that landmarks were a big part of the world so that you could sort of orient yourself without having to sort of stare at your minimap to understand what was around you. It was more about get the eyes up on the world itself, right? To pay attention to the things that are around you, because I think that you then have a deeper appreciation, like JS has been saying, the sort of the matrix of the game, to break that all your sort of understanding of how you would play previous Far Cries, where it's not just that the minimap's gone, it's not just the radio towers are gone, it's the story is completely non-linear. It's an open structure where you go out and you can choose to do story missions, and you can choose to clear out outposts, or you can just sort of explore the open world and free hostages.
There's lots of layers and lots of surprises, and you don't need to touch everything to complete the game. So yes, your experience will be different, because in between, I don't know, resistance level 1 and 2, maybe you will focus on some stuff, whereas your friend will do something else. What we ensure though is that we adapt some of the dialogues and the scenes to match what you experienced. So that was kind of a headache, but we ensure that we really like created a variance of the scenes to make sure that it would match your progression.
A reactive world.
C'est ça.
And then just in connection with the previous question, in terms of the co-op gameplay, I know in previous Far Cry games, I would beat, like Far Cry 4, I would beat the game on my account, my friend, we would do it on mine, and then we would go back to his game because his things were all still locked. When I'm playing with my friend, as I will be, will my game become unlocked, or will I have to?
So what we did is that we created that for hire system, so you can have guns for hire, they are AI, or you can have a friend for hire. So you invite someone. So let's say we play together, I come into your world. So you will have your progression. I won't unlock the missions, but the XP, the money, or whatever I get in your world, still I will keep when I go back.
Because then it allows you to sort of step back into your world and carve that, again, that own singular path that you want, and bring that friend and say, you know, actually this time I want to go this way, and these are the characters that I want to meet. And so there's this really cool push and pull, because everything's so systemic that your experience is really, really fresh all over again, because you're not quite sure where the cult's coming from or where this character might show up at any given point. It's fun.
All right, well, it was a pleasure meeting you
thanks, man.
guys.
It's good.
Thank you so much.